Well, hi, Public Interest Technology graduate students in the Master of Science. I'm your program chair, Katina Michael, and I'm here in the beautiful Kiama, New South Wales, Australia. I hope this scene gives you a feeling that your online education will be very global. It starts with me being an Australian, but I'm sure I'm going to get to meet a lot of you from many different cultures, and public interest technology will mean slightly different things to each of you in your given contexts, in your current workplaces, whether you're working for government or non-government organizations, startups or well-established transnational companies. What we're hoping to do is to ensure that we have out-of-the-box thinkers using different and unorthodox approaches to test them to see how rigorous they are, whether they stand up in reality in practice. In the PIT degree, you're going to be exposed to the principles of public interest technology by Dr. Eric Fisher and Benedict Callahan. And there you'll learn about what is responsible innovation, what about understanding ethics, society and legal issues within the context of new emerging technologies. Then you'll also do co-designing the future with myself and Eric Johnson, and we'll learn about how do you actually co-design? How do you have a vision of the future by using things like stories, user experiences, and vision of what you want the future to look like? You guys are the movers and shakers. We're going to enable you and empower you to actually think about real-world case studies and the application of co-design as you conduct those primary interviews, gather the data, see whether a new emerging technology is feasible and how we may have to adapt it to ensure that we gather the right requirements for a given business case situation. In technology impact assessments, you'll take those emerging technologies and you'll use different tools and techniques to assess them independently. Imagine yourselves consultants or part of a government body doing technology impact assessment. But we also want to see people doing environmental impact assessment. How are we going to keep this amazing place in Kiama so incredibly pristine? Social justice assessments, child impact assessments, and brand new risk assessments that have never been conducted before. We want you not only to conduct them, but we want you to look at the rubric and actually question whether we're assessing the right thing when we're doing these exposure independent assessments. In the next course, you'll be taught by Mahmoud Farouk, and Mahmoud is a specialist in public engagement strategies, and he'll be able to give you some tools and techniques on how you may be able to bring people in the community closer together. How do you find out what the community wants? How do you door knock? How do you do this via the, technological intervention process? Do you do this at museums? Do you do this at town hall sessions, using focus groups, using surveys? And that'll follow on from Bob Cook-Deegan's public interest assessment courses. In the applied project, we want you to choose something that's close to your heart, that you want to investigate further, and we want you to spend a good semester actually identifying a problem that needs to be solved, actually doing something that's linked to your current or future work hopes and dreams, and then work with someone who's a specialist, whether they come from the School for the Future of Innovation in Society or elsewhere on campus, together with professors from the school. Finally, you get to choose any online electives that you want that are on that long list, whether you've got a computational interest, a journalistic flair about you, a sustainability interest, a legal interest, or anything really. Gender studies, social transformation, whatever it might be, we're going to support you by identifying those courses with you so that you are able to marry together those public interest technology themes with something that actually means something to you. And what we're hoping to do is create a whole host of public interest technologists that will be able to spread the good word within different settings and institutions. So welcome. We're here for you in any capacity that you need us with respect to your studies and your ongoing learning. And we can't wait for you to tell us your stories to enrich our classroom. Thank you.